Every week, the Payne family cuts straight to the real financial story.
The one question, Bob, everyone's asking is, are we in an artificial intelligence bubble? You've been through boom and bust. What do you think?
No hype, no myths. Just what actually matters to your money.
Does feel very similar to what we experienced in the 90s. Where are we, though? Are we in 1995, 1997, 1999?
Listen to the Pain Points of Wealth on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Now, from New York City to the world, it's Dominic Carter. Breaking news.
And it is exactly for this reason that the owners of this network, the Red Apple Audio Networks, has us live at the midnight hour across America. And that is John and Margot Katzimatidis for incidents like this, because news breaks 24 hours a day. And the situation coming into us in terms of what happened out of New York City, it sounds like anti-Semitism. No one physically injured that we know of, but a vehicle. And you're about to hear the mayor tonight out in front of the Lubavitcher headquarters, the world headquarters at 770 Eastern Parkway. I think it's 770 Eastern Parkway. That you're going to hear the mayor, you're going to hear the attorney general of the state, you're going to hear the police commissioner, Jessica Tisch. A man takes his vehicle and rams back and forth into the building of the world headquarters of this the Jewish community here for the Lubavitcher community. This is what it sounded like.
Everyone move! Move! What are you doing? What are you doing?
And so we can tell you that the man has been arrested. And again, top New York City officials were out at the headquarters, the Lubavitcher headquarters. This is the police commissioner of New York City, Jessica Tisch.
Good evening, everyone. I'm here to provide an update on an incident that occurred earlier this evening behind me in the Crown Heights neighborhood of Brooklyn. The information that I am about to provide is preliminary and it is subject to change. At approximately 8:46 p.m., officers from the 7-1 precinct assigned to a detail in front of the Chabad Lubavitch World Headquarters at 770 Eastern Parkway heard a commotion in the building's main entrance. When they responded, they observed a vehicle strike the rear door, reverse, and strike the rear door again. Officers immediately ordered the driver out of the car, and they placed him under arrest. The bomb squad has responded to the scene and conducted a full sweep of the vehicle. The car has been cleared, and no explosive devices were found. There are no reported injuries at this time. This incident is currently being investigated as a hate crime by the NYPD's Hate Crimes Task Force. We will provide updates as soon as we are able to confirm additional information. Out of an abundance of caution, the NYPD has significantly increased security around houses of worship throughout all 5 boroughs. You will see an enhanced uniform presence, specialized patrols, counterterrorism resources, and bomb squad deployments where appropriate. I will now hand it over to the mayor.
Thank you, Commissioner. I am relieved that no one was injured in this horrifying incident. This is deeply alarming, especially given the deep meaning and the history of the institution to so many in New York and around the world. And on today of all days, the yard site of Rabbi Schneerson and the leadership of Menachem Mendel Schneerson, Any threat to a Jewish institution or place of worship must be taken seriously. Anti-Semitism has no place in our city, and violence or intimidation against Jewish New Yorkers is unacceptable. I stand in solidarity with the Crown Heights Jewish community, and I'm grateful to our first responders for taking swift action. I will keep New Yorkers updated as we learn more about this incident. And now I'm going to pass it over to our Attorney General, Tish James.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and I want to thank the police commissioner. I'm the former city council member who has represented this community in the past, and I know this community very closely and deeply. They are part of my family. And I am blessed, and this community is blessed, that no one was injured. This was a holiday, a Chabad holiday, and there were thousands of individuals who came to 770 Eastern Parkway, the headquarters, all over the world. And so I will be working, my office will be working with NYPD to investigate this matter. And again, my thoughts and my prayers are with the Jewish community at this moment. Thank you.
All right, we can take a few questions. I'm not sure that there's too much more information to provide, but...
All right, folks, I'm going to take a few on-topic Q&A. Chris Jose, WFC.
Commissioner, can you tell us if the person in custody, is he an emotionally disturbed person, and if any weapons were recovered?
Too early to tell, to comment. We're still very early in this investigation as to his mental state, and I have not heard of any weapons that were recovered at this time.
I'm going to go to Anthony Carl, ABC.
Commissioner, first off, can you talk to whether you know if this was intentional at this point? Secondly, can you also speak to what we heard from witnesses that the driver yelled for people to move out of the way prior to the...
Again, unfortunately, investigation is preliminary, and we'll have more to say as it unfolds.
All right, folks, thank you very much. Thank you for your time and attention. Thank you.
So there you have it, top New York City officials. This happened about 8:30 tonight. You heard the police commissioner of New York City, Jessica Tisch, declare that this is being investigated as a hate crime. The vehicle slamming back and forth into the building of the Lubavitcher headquarters, world headquarters, 770 Eastern Parkway. With me, Matt Blaze. Matt, does this first major test for the brand new mayor, does this surprise you that things like this are happening?
No, the rise in anti-Semitism over the last couple of years is just, I almost have no words to say, like, because it's so insane to me that in 2025, 2026, we are still having these issues. To have somebody take their car, ram it into a building, and at first you go, the first thought is like, maybe this person had a medical episode. Maybe there's something wrong. Then the car backs up and he rams into it again. Now you know it's on purpose. Now you know you're either trying to hurt the building, you're trying to hurt people. What if there was somebody behind that door walking out? It's a back door. Or even in front. This is somebody that has no value of human life, obviously is an anti-Semite if you're going specifically to hit the Jewish center. And to me, these are the things that we have to deal with. These are need to be addressed. And we always talk about how do we get it? How do we do that? How do we show people that we are all human beings? We are all people that eat, breathe, sleep, have feelings and emotions. Just because I practice a different religion than you practice, or we believe in slightly different things, doesn't mean that I'm a bad person or you're a bad person. It's almost that, oh, why can't we all get along? I've never understood this for the life of me, why people have such hate just because of a different religion or a different race, strictly and only because of that. I don't get it. I don't get why these incidents happen and what makes somebody go, you know what, I think I'm going to ram my car into the back of the Jewish center. For whatever, what rationale can you possibly have for that? Except to kill people. To hurt people.
It's horrible. I agree with everything you just said. It makes no sense. It's the world that we live in. And for New York's new mayor, throughout the entire campaign, he was pegged as anti-Semitic. And so now he's the mayor, And, and this is not just a synagogue, if you will. This is for folks that are listening now from Tennessee to West Virginia to Atlanta. This is not just some Jewish center. It is the Jewish center for the Lubavitcher community. And you heard, I think it was the mayor state, you have people from the Jewish community that come here from all over the world to go to 770 Eastern Parkway of the Jewish faith. And it's just horrible, Matt Blaze. I'll give you the final word before we go back on to the rest of the calls.
I hope whoever did this is just prosecuted to the fullest extent, and it sounds like that's what's going to happen. But we need to always take everything as a lesson and say, what can we learn from this? And it's always to be kinder to each other, to listen to each other, to talk to people, because maybe the hate comes from you just don't understand the other person. So I think there should be some sort of, I don't want to know if the right word is, or the term to be community outreach, but some way for people to get together and say, you know what, I don't know about this religion. I don't know what it's about. Let me understand. I'm not so sure. This is the perception that I have because I go online and I only live in this world of hate space. Well, let me understand it a little bit better and actually talk to these people and find out what they believe, what I believe, because it can't all be that bad. It can't be people have to talk to each other and they have to listen to each other.
And thank you, Matt Blaze, when something like this happens, it'll be page one news in Israel. It's only going to, with the papers and the news media, I'm sure it's already in the media in Israel. This only divides us. It doesn't help us. Thanks, Matt.
Every week, the Payne family cuts straight to the real financial story.
The one question, Bob, everyone's asking is, are we in an artificial intelligence bubble? You've been through boom and bust. What do you think?
No hype, no myths. Just what actually matters to your money.
Does feel very similar to what we experienced in the 90s. Where are we, though? Are we in 1995, 1997, 1999?
Listen to the Pain Points of Wealth on the Red Apple Podcast Network.